So hello and welcome to this video. Now in this video we'll be going to discuss about multi-way if-else statements in Java. Okay, so in my previous video where I explained about how to use or how to work with nested if statements in Java. Alright, so what does nested if statement does? Like it implements multiple alternatives to your program. Okay, now in this video we'll be building a program which will be printing a letter grade according to the marks scored by the individual. All right, so we'll be using another statement called the else if statement. All right, so we will be also using the concept of nested if statement in this program. So let's start it. Now first of all, in my program, so I will be declaring a scanner class over here. I would say scanner sc is equals new scanner system.in, and I would say that system.out.print, enter the marks secured by the student. All right, so we'll be asking that enter the marks secured by the student. So we'll be we'll be taking a value of double, so we'll be taking a double value input from the user. So you'll be typing that double marks equals sc dot next double in order to take the input as a double value. All right, now we'll be using the multi-way if-else statement. So in general we can say that the multi-way if-else statement also means that having some of the multiple alternatives in your program. Like I would say that if marks is greater than 90, so is mark is strictly greater than 90, I would just create a block over here, and I would say system.out.println grade A. All right, so if the mark secured is greater than 90.0, because we are just we just want to get a value, the value of marks should be in doubles. So you'll be saying that if marks is greater than 90.0, print grade equals A. All right, so grade equals A. So if the condition is not satisfied, or else we can say that if the marks is not greater than 90, rather it is less than 90, so we would say that we'll be using the statement known as else if. So else if marks is greater than 80.0, then print grade equals B. I'm sorry, grade equals B. And similarly, if the else if condition is not satisfied with marks greater than 80, which is the condition which is held by else if the statement is not satisfied, then we'll be using another else if statement. So this is the second alternative we gave to our program. I'm sorry, this is the third alternative I gave to my program. I'll say else if marks is greater than 70.0, and I would say system.out.println, so grade will be C. All right, so now we can see that if the marks will be less than 80 but greater than 70.0, the grade will be secured by the student will be C. And similarly, else if marks is greater than equals 60.0, so I would say that if marks is greater than equals 80.0, greater than equals 70.0, and greater than equals 60.0, system.out.println grade equals D. And if neither of the condition is satisfied, like if the first if statement, which is holding a condition as marks is greater than equals 90, is not satisfied, and also this three alternative statement, which is like the else if statement in Java, is also not satisfied, then at last my else condition will be executed, that system.out.println grade equals F, and I would say needs improvement. All right, okay, so this is how we can use multi-way if, else if and else statements in our Java program. All right, so this is how we can also use a concept of nested if. You can say it's not nested because I'm using an else if statement outside my if block, so it's not like nested. So we can say that this program has multiple alternatives with corresponding conditions, and if the condition is satisfied, then the statement will be executed according to the condition. All right, so let me just run this program by pressing Ctrl Shift and F10, as I am in IntelliJ. So if you are on other IDEs, so go for their shortcuts, and I would say enter the marks secured by the student. So I am prompted to enter the marks secured by the student, and I will say that my marks is 87. All right, so you can see it's saying that grade equals B. So I will run it again, and I would say the marks secured by the student is 98 and grade A. So we'll be also just adding an simple message, outstanding keep it up. All right, outstanding, keep it up. So again I will be running my program, and I would say 97 probably, grade equals A, outstanding, keep it up. So like if I would just hit the marks like in between 60 and 70, so I'll be getting an grade D. So if I'm below 60, I'll be grading a grade F and a message that needs improvement. So I'll just run my program once again, and I would say 43. It's saying that grade equals F, needs improvement. Alright, so this is how we can build a program with multiple alternatives using the concept of multi-way if-else statement. So this whole program represents how we can use multi-way if-else statements, alright, to have some multiple alternatives in our program. Okay, so if any of the condition, like if this condition is not satisfied, like I would say this condition is not satisfied, so this else if statement will be checked by the Java compiler. Then further, if this condition is not satisfied, then again the Java compiler will be like checking my third condition, which is holding like marks is greater than equal to 70.0 or not. So this is how the multi-way if-else statement works. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.